and welcome to Thav Exclusive. I am your host, Natasha Brown, and welcome to another episode. On this particular episode, we'll be speaking with a nightlife guru, like I like to call him, and also the owner of All Day Wine Bar here in the city of Port Harcourt, going global. All right, so you don't want to go anywhere. You want to stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. All right, Mr. Sonny Nosike CK.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much because I keep thinking, what's the correlation between the Nosike and CK? They're quite similar.
Yeah, they're similar. That Nosike is like my surname, and CK is like junior. Like this is Nosike and Nosike Junior. This is CK and this is Nosike.
So you're going to say the truth now. Where are you from?
I'm from Abia State.
Finally.
I'm from Abia State.
Okay, that's good to know. So let's get right into the interview. A little bit about your background story. Have you always been a nightlife king?
Sure, I have. I've always been outside, clubbing, partying, but after my school, I had to convert everything to money. So since I'm coming out at night, I have to come out and make money out of it.
Instead of spending money?
Yeah, instead of spending. Not, you have to spend. You have to spend.
Make money?
Yeah, you have to spend to make. So both of them work together. Mm-hmm. So I'm always outside.
Yeah?
You're
part of the web. We're outside people.
We're outside.
Okay, so All Day Wine Bar. How did you come about this? And it's just 3 years in the making.
It's part of my business plan. Initially, my Instagram was Sunny All Day. So when I wanted to create this thing, I just did like, what am I going to use now? Like, let me use All Day Wine House. We had a wine bar in Port Harcourt.
Oh, right.
So I didn't want to use wine bar. I was like, All Day Wine House. So that's what came about with All Day Wine House. So I just had to use wine house instead of wine bar.
Okay.
Because there's already
a wine bar, yeah.
Wine bar.
I like that. And I like the fact that you are very intentional about your business. You know, a lot of us have a bias when it comes to nightlife people. We usually will think, you know, all you have to be is the life of the party, you know, just want to get drunk and all of that. But there's a business actual behind it. Can you talk more about that?
Okay, yeah. There is so much of business behind it because you have to sell expensive drinks. You have to invite good customers, rich people, in fact.
Not for the poor.
To make it luxury so they can spend and you make your money. You make your money through selling drinks, expensive drinks, exotic drinks.
Yeah.
So you can't just come out and get drunk and go home. That is not the business. So the business is selling drinks, bringing out the right people that can buy this.
How do you find out who the right people are? Because you can still have access to certain rich people and they will still come to your bar and not still spend the needed money. So how do you particularly select what your niche is?
I have a lot of support from my friends, man like Chico, Instigator PH. A lot of them that always support me. Through them, they are celebrities. So through their fan base, they still bring a lot of people to me. And people feel comfortable with me coming to my place to support me because of them. So with the support of them, we are flourishing. That's why the business is moving.
I love that so much. So, I mean, definitely you have to be a people person to be able to run a successful nightlife business.
We're doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. You are doing well because it's only 3 years and you're doing already phenomenally well. You know, as against your other competitors, even though you say you don't have a competition.
I'm just competing with myself, no competitor.
Right, 100 and that. Okay, so how has it been like doing business here in Port Harcourt for you? What has it been like? What's the journey been like?
It hasn't been easy. You know how Port Harcourt is. You know, you live in Port Harcourt, right? So you know how it is. So, you know, this business involves moving in the night. We always pray so we don't fall into troubles. So it hasn't been easy because it's a nightlife business. Never easy. You can't do it. It's difficult.
I definitely can't.
You can't. It's not easy. You can't be outside at night and sleep only in the daytime.
So would you usually carry security around or you just trust in your chi? God just has to help you.
No, right here in the office, like in the lounge, we have 2 security. But it might not be so visible for everyone that is passing by. But there's always security at night to secure customers. Although most customers do come here with their own securities.
Oh, yeah.
But me, myself, I work alone. I don't have security. I only pray to God to secure me myself and my family. That's it.
I love that. And you're Moet Hennessy ambassador.
Yeah.
That is a big brand that you're
Very
working
big,
with
very
right
big,
now.
very big.
How did you come about that, though?
I've always been a lover of Hennessy.
Oh, okay.
I'm still right now. I'm still sipping Hennessy. You can see.
100.
It's Hennessy, yeah. So I've been drinking Hennessy for a very long time, and I have so much love. I feel this is my family. So when they brought me to the family, I was so happy. So working with them is very easy for me because I've been a lover of Moet Hennessy or from day one. So working with them is just like not working.
What about Moet Hennessy brand endears you? What about them in particular draws your attention and actually wanted and actually made you get associated with them? Is it the exclusivity, the expensive taste? What exactly?
Oh,
yeah.
And they have good management. Like all their workers are very nice. When you meet them, they're always cool. They're very supportive. Whenever you're doing the event, they have a lot of support for you. They push out for you, you know. So there are a lot of things you can benefit from them,
and then
which will support your business.
Oh yeah, very true. And then you mentioned that you do events. You know, apart from you just having your wine house, you do events, not just here in Port Harcourt, also in Lagos. Let's hear more about that.
Yeah, I've done so much of events. Like there's one guy that I met very long time ago when I was living in Asia, because I went to school in UK, but I lived in Asia.
Okay.
So this guy, his name is Bruno. He's very good in events. So I learned a lot from him. He's very good. So during that time, I learned a lot from him. Most of the things I learned, I'm using it right now to make my own work very well. So I've done events in Malaysia, UK, Lagos, and a lot in Port Harcourt, like a lot in Port Harcourt. And I've supported a lot of events through my presence and through posts, like through promoting. So a whole lot.
That's amazing because, you know, there's still a bias a number of Port Harcourt people have toward events and attending events here in Port Harcourt. So what would you say the reception has been like, you know, from Port Harcourt people toward your events?
It has been amazing. Shout out to all my Port Harcourt people. I love you all. They have always been supportive, supporting me from all angles. They're always there whenever I put up events. They'll support me. They do all sorts of things to just make it work. Like encouraging me, reposting a lot. So shout out to everyone in Port Harcourt. Seymour, Don Babati, Odogubita Ambassador Bobby Mex. I love all of you. Thank God. Thank you for supporting.
You seem to have a lot of mentions.
A lot of them. I love all of them. They are very supportive. Seriously.
Right. So now I'm going to ask you something else. I know that it also can be challenging doing business in Port Harcourt, or in fact, first of all, in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And then bring it down to Port Harcourt, and not just any kind of business, but the entertainment and nightlife kind of business. What are the challenges? Some of the challenges you've experienced?
The challenge is artist booking. You know, right now, most artists charge in US dollars. Mm-hmm. They like flying private jets. So, doing an event right now, you can't even afford them anymore. Even the ones that are your friends, when you book them, they tell you amount in dollars. So, you just go back, because if you do the event with them, you can make the money back. Secondly, there's no support. Like, there's no support from
the government?
Governments,
okay.
Or
private investors as well.
No support. So, it's just you. You have to just do it alone. So it hasn't been easy. That artist booking is very difficult right now. Everyone knows. If you're doing events right now, to book artists, it's in US dollars. When they give you the price, you just go back. So that's
one of the biggest challenges.
Yeah, it's a very big challenge.
So you're saying that a particular way that kind of challenge can be curbed and help can be given is if, say, private investors and the government also come in and partner?
Yeah, if they can support, then it will be easy. If they can support, if government can support, but right now I think government don't have any plans.
They're not looking into
so everyone is just doing their thing on their own for now, and some people are just running away from Nigeria. But we're still here.
Yes,
for
and that is something so interesting about you that I wanted to really know, because I understand, like you've mentioned, you've been in other countries, you've been in Asia, you've been in the UK. I mean, you've been there for a number of years. And then you came back to Nigeria to say that you want to start your brand of business.
Yeah.
People are running away. People are leaving the country. and then you are coming back to the country. So what gives? What are some of us not understanding?
No, if actually you have a very good business here, if you set up a good business here, Nigeria is a very good platform to grow. Like it can grow from nothing to something in Nigeria.
Right.
So Nigeria is a very good platform. They have everything here, and our population is very high.
Oh yes.
So
yes.
doing business here, I think you make more, you flourish more than just moving away. A lot of people you see running away from Nigeria are not doing a good job abroad. Most of them are working linear jobs, this washing, cleaning jobs and all that. You can't compare that to someone doing business in Nigeria.
Right.
You can't compare that. You can't compare both. So here is better. Even as I watched your interview on YouTube, when you meet Soiwu. So that was a very nice interview. That was the first time I saw your face. So the interview was very nice. I think he is also coming back to Nigeria.
Oh yes.
He doesn't want to stay there as well, because I met him a couple of days ago. He said he wants to come back finally, because this is the marketplace.
And I love when I have these conversations with founders and CEOs, and I get an insight into their mind and the way that they think about Nigeria. I love to hear it, and I want to amplify it, because a lot of the time we are always complaining, oh, the economy, this and that and that. But elsewhere there's still inflation. Elsewhere they're still retrenching. I mean, Amazon retrenched over 18,000 workers, and so many more. Even Facebook did same. So the answer right now is not necessarily you jackparing somewhere else.
Yeah, it's not the answer.
Yes, it's in you finding the right opportunities.
Working hard.
Right.
Building up your business.
From the ground up.
Yeah. Business is not easy. It's not easy. You grow your business. You don't just have that biased mind that when I open this business, it's not going to grow.
Yeah.
You just have to be positive. When I opened here new, when I started as a wine shop, at some point I was like, people always sit here to drink. Yeah. So it's just better I just remove these shelves, change the whole thing, so they can have enough space to sit and drink. That is business. We grew from selling in bottles to doing a lounge. So that is business grow. A lot of people don't know. They feel when I start the business, how am I going to make a lot of money? Then it's better to just do this and run. And then be a toilet cleaner there. Be a janitor. I can't go abroad and be a janitor.
Right?
No, I can't do that. There's a lot of business to do in Nigeria. I know Nigeria is very difficult right now, but we are going to survive it.
Right.
We are praying for a better government to fix everything up.
And I love that. I love what you've said personally, because it makes us see that even though you want to jackpot, have a plan. It's not just about going there and start doing menial jobs and you're saying that's how you want to earn your monies. Because most of the time, like for someone such as yourself who is a business owner, you came back because you knew that you had a business and you were intentional about it because you knew there was a market for it.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, a lot of foreign investors cash in on the market. We have over 200 million persons in Nigeria. So we have a viable economy. It's just that, like you said, the government.
Yeah, the government.
The government. We have one.
We have a very bad government. Yeah.
So we're hoping for the best come this 2023. Hope you have your PVC. Though.
Sure, I do. My PVC is here. You want to see my PVC?
No, but that's fine.
I have
if
PVC.
you do
my
have
PVC
it,
is with me.
Really nice. Okay, so basically, as a business owner, I'd like to ask you, what 3 top qualities do you think anybody that is wanting to do business back home, coming back from abroad, coming back to Nigeria, what top 3 qualities do you think the person needs to imbibe to be able to muster the needed resilience to be able to do business here in Nigeria?
First of all, it's humility. You have to be humble.
Okay.
Because
I wouldn't have thought about that.
For example, in Port Harcourt, there are a lot of rich people. Almost all my friends are rich. They have money. So if you don't respect them, if you don't do what they want,
right,
they run away from you. So first is humility. Then you have to know. You need to create a good form of advertisement platform for yourself. If you're not an Instagram person, I think you need a Facebook, or you need to sign an influencer. The influencer can use his influence to promote your business.
Right.
Thirdly, you need to know the kind of business to set up that will suit your lifestyle. Let your business not control you. Let the business be at ease for you. Let the business not be like a business that you don't like. Maybe when they call you, Yeah, like my
You're
business,
struggling.
I love my business. I don't even feel I'm working. I'm doing what I love and making money out of it. So you have to choose business rightly. You have to be humble. You need to find a good platform to promote your business. That's the 3 things you have to do to be successful.
I love that so much. And this conversation is getting already amazing. And I'm loving having this conversation with you. But don't go anywhere. Stay tuned and we'll be right back after the short break.
Hey there. Are you looking to record your videos, do your voiceovers, and take your professional pictures? Look no further. With our state-of-the-art newsroom, photography, kitchen for our food content creators, and exclusive children's studio, we certainly can deliver the best studio experience. Our carefully designed studio space can bring your diverse creative content ideas to life. We aim to consistently serve value to our customers far and wide. Come, let Thav Media give life to your dreams. Thav Media, a slice of infotainment.
Welcome back. So, on a lighter note, I was going to ask you, what is your average 24 hours like? Like when you're preparing to come to All Day Wine House for the night, how do you prepare your mind?
I'm always positive.
Right?
Like, first of all, I'll pray, like, God, please guide the whole day, bring more customers, more good vibe and all that. I have someone that opens here before me, so I don't really come to open. So I have Mayor of All Day. Shout out to Mayor of All Day. Mayor of All Day always comes to fix up stuff before I come out. So I just come out to just play, just like a movie role.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so a funny question. There usually would be talks about, some people, even though they're rich, they come through to the bar and then they buy a lot of drinks and then they don't pay. Have you had any of that happen to you? You don't have to mention names.
No, I can't mention names.
Have you had that happen?
But I don't really, I'm a very lucky person.
Oh,
and
right.
I have very good people around me. They don't owe me. All of them always pay. All my customers are good. They are good guys. They don't owe. And they don't buy what they cannot pay. That's why I told you, I have quality customers.
Right.
So those guys don't owe. They are rich. So they don't owe you. I don't have those problems. I don't really have them at all.
And I love that you said, I'm sure your customers right now are happy if they're watching it. I mean, your customers.
Yeah. Shout out to all of them. I love them all.
Right. So
they are very good guys.
So and then I remember that I asked you as to some other persons I mentioned behind the scene. I said those people seem to have a really large crowd, And then you said for yourself, it's not really about the quantity of persons you know.
Yeah, sure.
So you choose the quality of persons around you so that you don't necessarily need to know everybody.
Yeah, a lot of people know me. So, but the business is you have to be out there.
Right.
A lot of people know you, but in here you need to select it. You don't just bring everyone.
So, an introvert can't do a nightlife business.
No.
If you don't like to come out.
You can't. You can't do this business if you're an introvert. You're always inside. And, an introvert will be very shy.
Right.
So you have to, in this business, you have to kill your shyness.
They could leverage over influencers to do the PR for them.
Yeah, but you have to stand there. You have to stand there. Like, Cubana Chief Police cannot use an influencer. He has to be there. Like, his space is needed for the business to grow. Obi Cubana's face needs to be shown for business to grow. He has the face. He can't be an indoor guy and the business will be flourishing. He has a lot of meetings to attend. He has to travel. He has to meet a lot of people. So you can't say, I don't want to go out. I want to be inside. And you make the money there. It's not possible. And you have to kill your shyness. Shyness is number one thing you have to kill. You just don't need to be shy because you are going to be meeting a lot of people, rich guys.
All kinds of people.
Like everybody. So you don't need to be shy. Because when you're shy, there's no business there.
So, I remember I asked you, there are biases and stereotypes attached to nightlife people.
Yeah.
People who are into nightlife, business owners. There are biases and stereotypes. We're already thinking, if you come up to say, I own a wine bar, I own a wine house, all of that. I'm always out every night. We're outside type of people.
Yeah.
A lot of us are already thinking, okay, So this person is all about party and all. Do you get that?
Yeah, I get that a lot. A lot of people think maybe at some point I don't really like going out a lot anymore. A lot of people do invite me to come to their bars, their birthdays, but I don't meet up because I have a lot of things to do, and I don't see that as fun so much anymore because I'm always outside. But they still have another stereotype, normal. Everyone that runs this kind of business has so much of girls running around them and all that. But this business is not like that.
Like you said, if you're in it for the women, you're going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah, if you're in for the women, you lose a lot of money. If you're in for the business, you will be concentrated. You do the business and you make your money. But when the woman can just spoil the whole business for you. So the women are not for us in the business. I can't say who the women are for, but not for the club owners, the show promoters, not for us.
I will not talk so much on that.
No,
because,
we will not talk about that.
The women target audience might, come for you.
What?
After the women target audience, they might come for you after this.
No, they can't. They can't. They know I'm married, so they can't fight me.
I was going to ask that. You're married.
Yeah, I'm married.
And then you're out every night. How do you do it? How do you manage it?
Yeah.
And then I'm sure you have a lot of distractions, people who necessarily want to come onto you. So how do you manage all of that?
I married my girlfriend. So I think we dated for a very long time. So she knows everything. She met me as a nightlife person. So she knows everything about me. She knows my life. And even when I'm going out from the house, she'll be like, I pray make you get money or this and way they come on now.
Right.
When you come back, she'll be asking what will you eat when you come back? And I don't sleep out. I must go back to the house.
Every other night.
Every night.
That's so principled.
I don't sleep out. I have to go home. Once I'm done here, she'll be watching, but she watches what goes on my Instagram because I do put up everything. So she knows I'm here and I don't lie to her. So she knows everything.
Now about your lifestyle. You are one flashy person.
I'm not.
You are one flashy person.
I'm not.
On your Instagram, on your stories, there is.
I think only on social media.
There's a sports car happening. There's this happening. There's that happening. There's this shoe happening. So does that necessarily bring you negative attention?
Yeah, most of the time, a lot of people can say, this ritual is those
so
kind of
right.
things. Yeah, but no, like last week we went to visit Savinus. So my friend drives a Ferrari. He was in front. I was following him. A lot of we drew attention on the road. And I posted that on Instagram. You see some negative comments. You overlook that. Because Chico is a very successful businessman. He's doing well. He's not into all this illegal thing. He's very successful in his business. So, but when you see him on social media, you won't really know. He's in office right now. You won't really know what he does. You just think, this money just fell from the sky, and he's just enjoying it. But it's not like that. So you don't really check all those things on social media. People are really negative. Have you read Insta blog comments?
Yeah.
Go and check.
Right.
You see that Nigerians, like Buhari said, they are lazy. They write a lot of negative stuffs on internet. Don't check all those things.
Right. And so on this particular note, right, you are young and you're doing business and you're getting it. And you're making your money legitimately. But we know that out there, a lot of Nigerians would always say, oh, he's young. Where did he get money, to get this? Why is he doing that? Oh, it's not legitimate. And then it begins to look like, is it that somebody cannot legitimately make a lot of money in this country as a young entrepreneur?
That is how Nigerians see it. That's how they see it. They see everything. They see a successful person is a general stereotype to young guys.
It's either he's doing drugs,
he's doing illegal businesses to make his money. That's normal for Nigerians. They don't see it normal. So when they see anybody that's successful, like when they see a guy with Ferrari, there's something that comes to your mind.
Especially when he's young.
Yeah, when he's young. Even he's old. There's a way you look at him like this old drug dealer, this is his normal thing. But you don't know what the person does. You can just assume, don't worry, this is not the kind of money I want. Yeah, it's a normal thing. So
what I just want to get into your mind for a bit. Why do you think the average Nigerian thinks that way? Especially when it comes to young entrepreneurs making a lot of money, doing their businesses, even though their businesses might not be out there for everybody to actually know what in particular that they do, right? But what do you think informs the average Nigerian to think that way?
Because most Nigerians don't want to work. Yeah, like the
true?
girls don't want to work. Before I got a sales girl, Nigerian girls, they don't want to work. They just want free money. So when they see they want to work to build their business, they just want to be on their own. Let the people that are working work and bring the money. So when they see you successful in your business, they will think maybe you've gone into money rituals, drug business, illegal stuff, all those things. Okay, because they are not working. They are not doing anything.
But I don't like the fact that you're coming for Nigerian girls alone.
Not only Nigerian, in general.
Thank you.
Like, it's a general thing for all Nigerians. That's why I told you to. I just give you a reference. Go to Instablog Niger and check comments. That's why you see what's going on. Nigerians are come they're mad, they're crazy.
We are amazing people.
I'm telling you, we are mad.
We are an amazing set of people.
I'm telling you.
The best cruise country in the world.
I'm telling you.
You can't get it any better anywhere else.
Only here.
All right, so rounding down this interview, it has been actually amazing having this interview with you so far. And to get into your mind, you are one smart businessman. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I give that to you.
Thank you.
All right, so really quick, what advice would you give to other young entrepreneurs trying to get it out there, especially with their businesses, and they've not yet broken even, and it seems like it's really tough out there for them? What advice would you give to them, and what little nuggets would you share with them on how to be able to, break even and also do exceedingly well of whatever it is that they do?
Yeah, it depends. I did business management, so it depends on the business you're doing.
Yeah,
so
right.
If most people don't really believe in their business, that's the problem. When you believe that you're going to thrive in a particular business that you're doing, you will eventually, but it might not be immediately. So business grows. It can't be successful immediately. Open the business. People want the success to come immediately.
Right.
It can't come immediately. You have to.
We want to drive
work
that
hard.
Ferrari real quick.
Yeah, you want everything. Just want it to happen immediately. So, a lot of people. That's what a lot of young people don't know. You grow your business. You grow it. When I opened here new, it was just a few guys that was coming. Man like Chico, Instigator PH, just a few of them that would just come. We just sit on our own. They will be like, you're going to grow far. You're going to go far. They'll just be encouraging you, even though the place is small. They don't even know that today here will just be established to the point that a lot of people will be coming here on their own. That is business for you.
Right.
So you don't expect to just make the money
Start
immediately.
now and make the money.
Yeah,
now.
and do the business you love.
And also,
just like you love
Thank
this.
you.
You're very amazing. You're very good at what you do.
I do not know if I can hold my head right now.
You're very good.
But yeah. So finally, 5 years from now, the All Day brand. What do you say? What are we supposed to expect from you? What are you projecting?
Before 5 years, I think I would have established Lagos, Abuja, then hotel, supermarkets, a lot. I have a lot. I have a new plan that is going to be established for 5 years. So before 5 years, I think I just need to visit each branch.
We'll just keep hearing all day, every day.
Yeah, I just need to visit, just like my boss, Obi Kubana. He will visit here, visit here. That's how I want to be in 5 years' time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just dropped a tagline for you: all day, every day. I'm just saying.
Every day, outside. Thanks so much for coming.
So we can end this. We can end this without a little clink clink to your bad. Cheers on that.
Thank you so much.
All right, so this is Sunny all day, every day. He needs to pay me for that. But I remain Natasha Brown. This is Thav exclusive. You want to stay tuned to Thav TV if you want more of such amazing discussions coming up right on your screens. Don't go anywhere. Oh, yes, you can go somewhere. All right, so thank you so much. Till next time. Bye for now.